Good morning, everyone. It's Doug for Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to a visit with myself and Hoya apoda. I think this Hoya gets its name because apoda means limbless. It's mostly used in the animal world to describe animals or amphibians with no limbs, and I believe that in a botanical use it means it's stalkless, and I think it probably got its name because there's no real visible peduncles on this plant. It almost seems to be just pedicels coming out of the leaf nodes. Let's take a closer look here, see if I can show you what I'm talking about. You can see the pedicel with the bud, two of them coming out with no real visible peduncle. They're there, but they're so small that you can barely see them with the naked eye. Let's take a closer look at the flowers, which has a slightly odd scent. It was filled, the tent smelled very strange this morning as soon as this thing opened. It's a nighttime opener, as most Hoyas are. Look at how beautiful that is in the sheen on the corolla. It's an outstanding plant, one that wasn't really on my radar. I got this in a trade from a really nice woman and a fantastic grower in Phoenix. It came labeled to her as Hoya axilis, which it clearly was not. I want to thank Julie Kennedy for going to all of her fantastic Hoya friends in Europe and getting me an ID on this plant. It was a strange one, but I'm glad I finally know what it is. It's a native of New Guinea. It was Dutch New Guinea when it was discovered in 1912 on a canoe trip. Just a very, very unique Hoya. The bloom turned out to be much larger than I thought. It's approximately the size of a Hoya patella flower. Just gorgeous. And it's loaded with buds on pedicels. I was going to say peduncles, but those peduncles are nearly invisible and hard to find, and I'm sure that's why this plant is named Hoya apoda. Grown in 100% tree fern substrate with a little bit of what is this? Osmocote, a little bit of Osmocote thrown in there for good measure. And it's growing in my trellis, which I absolutely love. I'm still using that system. And what's great about this trellis is that, see if we can show you, you can take that right off the trellis and stick it in a pot, which is also good for display. And you can tell exactly when to water that by pulling it out. It makes a great looking plant just sitting inside of a pot. And it's also great for photographing because I can change the pots out to all different colors and types. So I just discovered that this morning. So once again, my trellising system works really well with using that fencing. Well, that's all I've got to say about Hoya apoda. And it's a winner. Gets my highest recommendation. Flowers in under a year from a cutting when grown properly. Hi, it's me again. I just had to bring back Hoya apoda. Frequently when I get so excited when I get these first blooms on a new Hoya to me, I bring you the film before the plant is actually at its peak. So I had to bring this one back and add this segment. Now I have 5 open flowers on it with several buds. This is definitely one of my favorite discovery Hoyas of the past couple years. I am absolutely thrilled with it. Let's take a closer look here. You can see there's a back of a blossom there. You got one here. Look how beautiful this, how pearlescent that is. These flowers last 6 days. I can tell you that now because the first one lasted 6 days before it finally closed up. So that lasts about twice as long as Hoya patella, which is similar in size. And it has a little bit of nectar. You can see it just dripped a little bit there, but it's not bad as far as nectar dripping. we'll bring this up here and hang it so that we can get another look at it. But I am thrilled with this Hoya. I hope it becomes more readily available. Right now I can see it for sale in a number of Indonesian vendors that sell on Etsy. So if you really want this, you can look for a overseas supplier, but hopefully it will become more available here in the US. It's just a really great Hoya. Well, that's it for myself and Hoya apoda, and I thank you for taking the time, and I'll be back really soon with more great Hoyas and Hoya growing tips. Thanks again for watching.